So welcome everyone to week 2 of our challenge and the 30-day challenge to detox our mind, our thoughts, and to transform. So I know there's a few new people that have recently joined this group. So I just would like to remind everybody that we like to create a safe space. So that means, what is said on this talk stays on the talk. And, we come from a space of heart and love and integrity and truth and honesty. So we can stay focused on what really matters and enjoy the session. So today, it doesn't really matter for the ones who haven't joined before. In the group, there's lots of information and you can catch up in your own time. And I will reflect today on what happened last week. And also, I will put things in the chat box, and it's going to be very experiential. And I can see 3 people with their microphones on. So if you don't mind, I'm muting yourself, because this way the conversation will flow and it's easier for the people who are watching the replay. So if Serena, if you can unmute yourself, that would be great. Mute yourself.
I'm myself.
Yeah. So if you mute yourself. How's everybody's week been? You can give me thumbs up or waves or whatever. And if you want to write anything in the comments, we can. And I will give plenty of opportunity to share. So does everybody have a pen and paper or a journal? Ideally, keep all these notes in a journal so that you can go back each week and reflect on them. And because otherwise, if you write in scraps of paper, they're going to be all over the place, and this adds to confusion and clutter in your mind. So does everybody agree on keeping it a safe space? If I have a show of hands, that's great. Great. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So last week we went over jotting down our thoughts, and also gratitude challenge. And each day I gave something so you can declutter your mind. And it's so important to have a reflection, because this will help you to, one, allow you to process your experiences and gain insights. 2, it's important to acknowledge progress and identifies areas of growth and reinforces the importance of self-awareness. It will also connect your efforts to tangible outcomes, fostering motivations. So these are a few prompts I would like you to consider. And I'll put them in the chat box as well. So it doesn't matter whether you did the projects last week or not, but I'd like you to consider what worked well for you last week. What did you find challenging and how did you handle it? And any unexpected insights or breakthroughs. So I'll put that in the chat now. And if you can pick up a pen and paper and just write them down, I'll give you a few minutes. And then we can have a little sharing, because it's all about participating. And the more you share, the more you concretize things. And it doesn't matter if it's something really small. And just write anything that comes into your mind. Don't judge it, don't edit it. Just let everything flow. Wow, I'm well impressed, Katrina, with all your sharings in the chat box. Has everybody finished? Because I am going to unmute, and if anybody, you're welcome to unmute, and if anybody wants to share live, that's that would be good as well. When people voice things, it concretizes things as well when you share. Does anybody else want to share live? Those are very profound findings, Katrina, so thank you. Okay, I'll share what I had. So like Katrina, I found that allowing time throughout my day, you know, at the beginning of the day, because I was traveling a bit and had a lot on, I was selecting a time to do these practices. But also with the jotting down of the thoughts, I was just doing them periodically throughout the day. So anything that can help you to be present in the moment is really good. And what did I find challenging? I mentioned on a video that I could hear my thoughts being amplified about 100 times louder. And I found that really overwhelming. And the message I got when I was downloading was that I had to experience it so I could help other people. And these voices in my head, you know, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do the other. It was all like, you know, when I looked at the patterns, when I highlighted them, I was finding out that, you know, I was worrying so much about different family members and friends, and you know, imagining conversations and things in the past that I could have done or should have done and so forth. But I had to experience it. And they said, most people are like this. Your thoughts are jumbling and rolling over and over. And the insights I got was I had healing with a friend. Well, because I was telling him about these thoughts and how it was keeping me awake and so forth. And we did a little exercise, and it been down to, this is the first time I've had this revelation. When I was 5 and going to school, my mother told me, shh, don't tell anybody that you're talking with the fairies and the angels, or you can hear them, you know, keep it a secret. It's a gift. You've got a special gift, and you don't need to tell anybody. Not everybody has this gift, so they'd be jealous, you know. So this created a lot of things, because it's already telling me that my greatness should be hidden and buried away. And, you know, keep silent. I was keeping my mouth down, so I'm playing small. And you know, with that comes a lot of things as well. You're afraid to talk about things, and you don't want to be judged, and you don't want people to think you're a weirdo, because she said people will find you a weirdo, you know. And you know, she was doing it from the kindness of her heart, because she wanted me not to be bullied and to fit in with everyone. So yeah. So what triggers the noise or judgment? Yeah. Or how the pressure conforms at the conditions. Yeah, in such an early age. So over the years, I've done lots of brain entrainment courses, and they say that we develop our disempowering beliefs by the age of 5. You know, we could hear our parents or caretakers arguing, and we blame it on ourselves. You know, we are the cause of it. And, you know, because we put our parents on a pedestal, so they can't be the wrong ones. So it's me. So then you learn, you know, all thoughts like I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm invisible, I don't deserve, I don't belong. You know, everything has to be a right way. The world has to be a right way for certain conditions to happen. So these are some of the things that we develop. So this was a great revelation to me. So over the years, I've dropped in and out, and especially with Reiki, I've let my channeling happen. And with various courses that I've done, I've allowed it to happen. But I've made the condition only on a safe environment. And even when people would tell me, oh my God, you're amazing, you know, how'd you get this information and so forth. And when I've been teaching Reiki, meditation, loads of other things, they're like, wow, everything flows so naturally. But you still don't believe everything because your ego is like, they're just saying that, they're just appeasing you and so forth. So this is really good to be aware of what's happening. And, you know, by journaling, we can keep a track of everything and know what progress we're making, like I said. So can I have a show of hands if anybody did manage to jot down their thoughts last week? The ones that were present. So Elisabetta, okay. And Katrina, let me see. So Elisabetta, do you mind, I'll ask you to unmute, and can you tell us your experience?
Experience with last week.
Jotting it down, yeah.
Okay. Well, it held me accountable, you know, checking in every day in the Facebook group. It really helped me to feel accountable because my greatest power is procrastination.
Yeah.
And it keeps me away from procrastination because, you know, I decide to tune in and make a comment. Commenting also keeps me accountable as well, because otherwise I wouldn't, like, I'll just fall back into my pattern of just not doing anything that's good for me. So I really appreciate that. And I know there weren't a lot of shares, but every share that is there does help me and it inspires me, motivates me too. I do re-listen to the information that you have shared, and that also inspires me as well. Yeah. With today's task, with the questions that you had,
Yeah.
what was working for me, what I just shared, worked for me being accountable on Facebook. I really, really appreciate that. I'm not one to comment, but on Facebook. But because
Yeah.
it's a safe group and there's no outsiders, so I don't worry if I look like a weirdo or whatever, because I know it's not a judgmental group. So I feel okay contributing. What the breakthroughs, some memories came out, and what really surprised me is, like, I've never forgotten these memories, but I never really realized how much I judged myself for those experiences. It was overwhelming of, like, judgment. So it gave me an opportunity to express forgiveness towards myself and, like, just let it go. It's an experience. Like, it wasn't me hurting anybody. It was actually me being hurt, but judging myself for putting myself in that situation like that. And it's just life, you know. Get over it. It's done. It's over. Let it go, and just offer some kindness towards myself and empathy, because I wouldn't judge anybody else going through that. I'll actually have a lot of empathy for them, and instead I was so critical. So that was really very empowering. Thank you.
Right. That's great what you shared. And, you know, we are our own worst enemies. We judge ourselves more than anybody else on this planet. We're more critical than our worst enemy. You know, we would never talk to our worst enemy like we talk to ourselves. And what people in general don't realize that our thoughts are more toxic than any drug or alcohol. And the main thing for everybody is to jot down your thoughts. Besides the daily prompts, just when a thought comes in your mind, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Oh, you're useless, or you're no good. They pop in because, like I mentioned last week I was in Sydney looking at the Harbour Bridge right on the water, got a lovely view, but you could be there and not see it because your mind is going, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, blah, 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 you know. So it's listening to the blah, blah, blah and just write them down. Even if you put an alarm like I suggested in your phone and choose your word, love, peace, or joy, or whatever comes to you, and you stop and you breathe and you ask, am I coming from this space? But also have another random alarm to say, okay, am I focused? Am I present? What am I doing right now? How do I feel? Can I see the wood before the trees, the forest? What's in front of me? Because we are so bogged down with our thoughts, we don't realize it. And that is my challenge for everybody today and for the next 30 days. I know quite a few people couldn't make it tonight, and they've privately messaged me, and I'm encouraging everybody to put it on the group so that other people can learn. And they're coming up with, I'm too busy, or the thoughts were waking me up in the night. I've got a long to-do list. I've got this happening, that happening. Then this is why you need to write them down, because it's like a problem shared is a problem halved. And this is the only way you're going to notice your progress, by writing them down. So, okay. And yeah, that's great if you can keep watching it in the challenges. And I would like you to take a moment now. You can just close your eyes and think, what is stressing you out on a daily basis? So maybe it's emails, projects, deadlines, health for you, your family, your friends, finances, your dream home. Just ponder on those now. Just close your eyes, and these are just prompts. So I'll put it in the chat box. What is stressing you out at the moment? And just let it come. Don't judge it. Those are prompts. So when you close your eyes, take in a long, slow, deep breath. And take a comfortable breath out, in through your nose and out through your nose. And just think, what is stressing me out? And see what comes to you. What is causing me angst? And what we will do now, thank you, Lilia, for sharing in the box, stressing you for working 24/7, being on your phone and not having a weekend off, because, in your line of profession, you're on call 24/7. So it's really important to be able to switch off, and, what is it? Can you leave a voice message? I know it's difficult because you're in the medical profession and you're working privately. However, you do need to have at least 10 minutes off, or just say, this is my breath, this is my moment for me. And just by putting the alarms on your phone, and when it goes off, take a conscious breath in and a conscious breath out. And when we come from a state of feeling guilty or shame or blame, we blame ourselves first. I've got the habit of going, wasn't me. If something's gone wrong, it's like, no, it wasn't me. If we're from a state of stress, blame, guilt, fear, shame, we're in a low vibrational energy, and we're not in the vibrational state where we can create and manifest love, harmony, and joy into our day. And from this state, we will manifest, you will manifest your time, your me time, to switch off, even if it's for a few minutes every hour, before you go to bed. So we'll look into that. And Katrina's just put a note. Would it be possible to have the challenges for day 1 and 2 written down in a plan? Prompts versus watching a video helps her enormously. So I'll do that as well. I think most of them are written down as day 1 challenge, but tomorrow I'll put all the prompts on one page and people can look at it that way. So this is how I can grow and know what people need, because each group is different and each group has different requests and needs. So we'll do that. So if there's anything you want me to go over or talk about or help you with, you can either put it in the chat or contact me privately. So last week we also did a gratitude challenge, because gratitude is a transformative practice that rewires the brain for positivity and abundance and happiness and joy. It's one of the highest vibrations. So why gratitude matters is because it shifts your focus to what we have and what's going on, what's working well, and reducing stress and increasing joy. So gratitude will bring this on. And this is why I gave everybody the gratitude challenge, because it will also improve your mental health, strengthen relationships, and boost your resilience. So a daily practice is to write down 3 things that you are grateful for, because this will help to train your brain to look for more positivities in your life. And then set 3 small intentions for the day to provide clarity and direction. So I'll just share with you a few examples of gratitude. It could be something as simple as, I'm grateful for the sunshine, a supportive friend, or a delicious meal. So anything simple, we all, even the person who's homeless on the street, is still alive. They can be grateful for the air that's nourishing them, grateful for people who donate to them, and so forth. So an intention also to follow on from gratitude could be something like, today I'll go for a walk in nature. I'll call a loved one and take a moment to meditate. It's funny because we're in this town, Cumberata, which is 2 hours south of Inverell. It's a little country town, and I didn't think I'd have any internet. I've had to use our van internet tonight. And I went for a walk by the river, and I took photos. I can share them to the group tomorrow. and it's saying this was something called Fractured, a representation of family, generational trauma and the healing that can accumulate, the story of broken beginnings and the magnificence of life and time. A depth of power and pain held firmly and yet as lightly as a vessel upon a leaf. On the banks of this river have many sat for a long time. I hope to give representation to some of those stories as the river flows below. And there's a lovely sculpture next to it of 3 different people. And the other one that sprung to mind was Quiet. And it's a seat, and I took a picture of Brian sitting on the seat. This seat is an opportunity to sit with quiet thoughts. Take this time to reconnect with nature. Notice and appreciate the people and the little things we take for granted in our daily lives. And there's an Aboriginal word, which I want to attempt to say, a phrase, but it means go from here with peace. So, you know, you never know where the universe is going to give you signs to remind you that you're on the right track and to stay in that moment. So I know it's easy to become swept up with the relentless demands of a busy life doing this. You might find that you lose focus on the present moment, or you might feel as if you don't have the time to stop and appreciate life's gifts. But the more you stop and appreciate, the more time you will have for what truly matters, because everything will flow with ease, grace, and joy. And meditation is a key to open up the doors to make this happen. And as I mentioned last week, yes, it is true that meditation is a practice. However, it can create change when you make the time to practice. And even if it's only stopping for those 1 breath in and 1 breath out. But it is important that you always find the time to be mindful. Even if it's just a few minutes, Lilia, like I mentioned earlier, and everybody on the call and those who will listen later, it's important to find a mind to just totally switch off, whether it's 1 moment every hour or whenever you can spare it. But the more moments you have, the more they will stack up. And then before you know it, you will be coming from a place of love, peace, and joy and grace. So without further ado, I'm going to suggest we do a little meditation. So if you can all please sit. A meditation is meant to be active, so it's gentle but alert. And if you can sit in a comfortable position with an elongated spine, I like people to feel their feet planted firmly on the floor and their legs, their knees and hips at a 90-degree angle, so you're not causing pressure in your lower back or your hip adductors. And suck your tummy into your belly button into your spine. And if you want to breathe in and raise your shoulders and roll them back as you breathe out. This is preparing your heart center to open up. And then if you want to shake off your day, you can, or the start of your day. And then just allow your hands to fall gently onto your thighs and your laps. Just allow your head to bow forward just about 1 centimeter, just enough to take the pressure off your back. And then allow your eyes to slowly close down. Lovingly and gently close your eyes and allow the gaze to go within. And allow all the distractions to fade away. It is a moment for you to fully immerse yourself in this high vibration of love, peace, and joy. Together, we'll awaken the gratitude with every cell of your being, raising your vibration to one of infinite possibilities. So now, set your intention to be of service to yourself for the highest good. Place your hands softly over your heart and take in a slow, loving breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Say to yourself, I'm breathing in love and I'm breathing out love. And now focus on your heart and feel the rhythm of the heartbeat of life itself, allowing the time to connect and embody this rhythm. On your next in-breath, feel the divine energy inside of your nostrils, filling every cell and atom with love and vitality as it travels around your body. And as you exhale, let go of all the tension, stress, and anything that no longer serves you for your highest good. Set your intention to awaken gratitude in your heart. Focusing once more all your awareness on your magnificent heart, feeling it beating steadily beneath your hands, tirelessly pumping life, giving blood throughout your body. Give thanks now to your heart for its unending devotion, for sustaining you with divine love and oxygen with every breath. Whisper silently or say in your mind, thank you, my beautiful heart. Thank you for the gift of life. Feel a wave of gratitude radiating from your heart, spreading through your chest, your arms, your legs, and out into the world around you. Sending this love to the room that you're in and to anybody you know that is in need, to people who are in care homes, in hospitals, living on the street, the homeless, suffering from fires, floods, droughts, wars, people who are ailing, loved ones who are lost and can't find their way, and friends also. and to your pets, and to all animals, and to all sentient beings, to all our waterways, to the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees, the plants, to all animals, all creatures great and small, to the mammals in the rivers and the oceans, and the fish, mermaids, mermen, to the air that we breathe, to every single star, sun, moon, planet, the entire cosmos. And now back to you, because you are the most important person in your universe. Now, think of 3 things you are grateful for. Perhaps it's the sound of birds singing, the warmth of the sun lovingly caressing your skin, the gentle laughter of a loved one. Let these moments of gratitude fill your heart with light, healing light, and divine love. Imagine this light growing brighter and brighter and lifting your energy higher with each thought. Know that gratitude is not just a feeling, it is an energy, a vibration that connects you to the infinite flow of the universe, the infinite flow of possibilities. It will allow you to meet your true self in this energy of gratitude. Your soul, your spirit, your essence, however you want to call it. But in this space, you will meet your true, authentic self. In this space of high vibration, feel the presence of your true, authentic self, your greatness. Recognize that you are more than your body. You are an energy being, a soul radiating love, peace, harmony, and joy. Take this moment now to commit to 3 acts of gratitude you'll embrace daily. It might be pausing to admire nature's beauty, expressing kindness to someone, or simply taking a moment to breathe and be present. There are so many things we can be grateful for. I invite you now to take one more deep breath in, breathing in divine love and breathing out divine love. And on the next in breath, draw in love, joy, gratitude. And as you exhale, release appreciation of the world and remembering that you chose to be here right now, and your soul is more than capable of facing any challenge that the universe puts in your pathway. The more you show appreciation for the world, the higher your vibration grows. And Mother Earth needs our love right now. So spend a moment sending love to Mother Earth so each and every one of us can go from surviving to thriving with delicious, healthy food and all the nourishment our body and soul needs. When you're ready, become aware of the chair you're sitting on and gently open your eyes, carrying this feeling of gratitude with you. Let it guide your thoughts, your actions, and your day. And thank yourself for taking the time to get to know yourself and be with yourself. Thank you, everyone. And before we come to a close, I would like everybody now to pick up a pen and write down 3 things that you're grateful for, whatever springs to mind. And when you're ready, just look up. See, Lilia's ready. And when you finish these, please take a moment to write down 3 things that you like to let go of. Could be your repetitive thoughts. It could be your feelings of guilt. Whatever springs to mind. Could be something, as simple as I'm letting go of all my worries and woes. So just like walking down a path through a forest, we create a trail. Repeating a thought creates or carves a neural pathway in the brain. Positive thoughts strengthen pathways for optimism, joy, and resilience, while negative ones reinforce doubt and stress. And when we pair a positive thought with an elevated emotion like gratitude, joy, it creates a powerful new neural pathway. For instance, if we're saying, I always fail, you could change it to, I am learning and growing every day, while feeling gratitude rewires the brain for success. So if there's only one takeaway you get from tonight, I'm going to plant the seed that change begins with awareness. Reframing one negative thought a day builds momentum for a positive mindset. So on that note, I'm really grateful for everybody who has shown up tonight. And if anybody wants to share anything or ask me any questions, that's fine. And if I can't, if I don't have the answer immediately, I'll do my best to find out for you. As most of you know, for years, I've promoted top speakers who are brain entrainment coaches and, you know, like Nassim Haramein and the Barefoot Doctor, Eckhart Tolle's editor, and many more. I've done loads of brain entrainment courses and the list goes on. So hopefully with all my 30 plus years of experience, I can help you all. This has, while I was doing this, has promoted me. I'll start doing some talks on YouTube and share them to the group. And I'll follow through with all the challenges from last week. And I just wanted to share as well that this week I'm inviting on Thursday at 7:30 a friend who is a writing coach. And during COVID lockdown, she was my coach. I got invited to write a chapter, which became 2 chapters in a book. It was on self-love. And that's the only reason I did it, but that's another story. So she is joining us this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Sydney, Melbourne time, and it will be 9:30 in France, Serena, and Lila, it'll be 8:30 in UK. So I'll make it an event. As the Katrina Lovely recommended yesterday, I post events for people who are very busy and they can see it and easily log on. And again, if you can't be live to this event, you can listen to the replay. So wishing you all a magical night and day wherever you are. And feel free to comment. I encourage you to comment and make yourself accountable in the Facebook group so others can learn from your lovely experiences as well. So thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye. Turn off the